today for our market movers, we have an amazing piece by Jacob.
Yes, Jacob it's kind of the culmination of the past 3 weeks, all put together, wrapped up with a nice little bow.
From your words to Jacob's ears, short-term Jade lizards, putting it all together.
Yes, so this is Jade lizards. Now, I know the question that we got was on just put spreads. I feel there's a difference between Jade lizards and put spreads.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because if it's running through your call spread and it goes all the way through your call spread, you won't make anything if you don't.
Or you could lose, depending on how you set it up.
Yes. So this is short-term Jade lizards, putting it all together. We're going to take a look at what we've been studying the last 3 weeks and come up with is maybe our final takeaway.
So, but I think, like I said, looking at this, he takes everything and puts it together. I think you could have a different takeaway than I have. I think people could have different takeaways.
You just said with these 0 days,
yes,
everyone can, pick their poison.
Because he set him up a little bit differently than we usually do. So there is something in there that I don't typically do that might be. All
right. We'll go through the study and see what Liz is talking about. The classic Jade lizard pairs a short call spread with a short put, collecting enough total credit to eliminate all upside risk entirely for short-term option trades, where only defined risk positions have reasonable buying power reduction. The naked short put is replaced with a wide put spread.
This is my first interjection into this. Sometimes I'll set up the Jade lizards when I'm not collecting all.
Not collecting. It's very hard. This morning at 8:30 or 8:40, I was looking at the Jade lizard, and it was very hard to collect the total width of the call spread without bringing that call spread way down.
Yes. So that's the one thing. I like to keep it wide. Mm-hmm. We like to keep them at the expected move, and it's okay if I don't collect over. Or the same amount. Over the past month, we've tested this structure across a range of expiration lengths, spread widths, strike replacements, and management approaches, all in short-term SPX options.
The question driving this series: does a structure built for weeks-long trades translate into a world of same-day and next-day expiration? So we've been doing long-term Jade lizards, 45-day out Jade lizards for a long time. So does that strategy, which has proven to be successful in the 45-day, translate to this 1 day, 0 day, 7 day, 5 day?
Short answer is yes. And today we'll walk through what we learned, highlighting the standout setups, and give a practical guide to putting Jade lizards to work in short-term markets.
All right. Let's get into the study. Using over 3 years of data in short-term SPX options sampled every 10 minutes on the day of expiration and market open and end of day before then. So that's where it gets a little tricky.
Read that again from the top.
So using 3 years of data sampled every 10 minutes on the day of expiration.
Okay.
So if he's using a 5 day, he's only looking at it every 10 minutes that last day. Otherwise, at market open and market close the other days.
So he doesn't have a GTC in for it?
No, there's not a GTC.
So that's a big differentiator as well.
So I think, I don't know why. I know with the back testing, you can put closed at 50%. So I'm not sure.
I don't know, but maybe that's next week. We'll see. Okay, across 4 segments, we tested entering short-term Jade lizards at 0, 1, 5, 7, and 10 DTE, using a variety of combinations of narrow call widths and wider put spreads, and short strike placement ranging from at the money to 1.5 times the expected move, and managed with profit targets from 10 to 75 of max profit, stop losses at 100 to 200 of credit received, or nothing at all.
All trades were assumed to exercise at mid-price. All times are Chicago. Here's the trade entry, DTE. Choosing your expiration is the first decision. This sets the tempo of the trade and how actively you'll need to manage it.
Okay, the first from 5 to 10 DTE, our results were remarkably stable, leaving 7 DTE a natural default. But traders should feel some flexibility here. Okay.
See, so again, everyone has their own choice to make. After we read that study, we chose the 5 day. Didn't we? After that study, I think we said, we kind of like the 5 day.
I started with the 7. That's where, and I'm the one who brought the study to them. So I started doing 7-day Jade lizards, and they worked out very well for me. But then I got greedy, and I was like, I want more. So I started shortening my terms.
And I do think the 7-day had better average P&Ls, but then when you look at what you could have made in the 5-day, and then you're in another one quicker, again, no clear right or wrong. It's a choice.
So but before we read further, let's review the chart, because I feel like there is a choice here. I feel like there is a clear. To me, there's a clear. With a 30-day, 10-day, so you got a $30 wide put spread, a $10 wide call spread. The 0 DTE, you have an 82% win rate and your average P&L of 162. That to me is the winner.
On the zero DTE, on the zero DTE.
Yeah, so
I was just talking about when I was talking about the billet where he said from the 5-day to the 10-day.
Because, but I will tell you, if you covered up the 7-day or you covered up the 1-day, I would be like, oh, they're all good. They're all good.
They're all good. They're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good. And honestly, some people, let's say some people work, they're a nurse working 12-hour shifts 3 days a week. So they're not in their computer every day. Then, you know what? Nothing wrong with the 7-day.
Because you work 12-hour shifts and you're off for 3, you can trade on Tuesdays.
You can only trade certain days of the week. Then they might choose the 7-day. Everybody has a different schedule. So you pick what suits your schedule. And these are not trade recommendations, but these are the results over the last 3 years of these zero DTEs.
I'm a junkie. I've been doing the zero DTEs.
And I like the zero DTEs. And honestly, I've taken a hiatus from my 45-day because I keep rolling the ones I still have so many. I keep rolling them and rolling them.
Yeah. Okay, so then the zero DTE produced the highest raw P&L per trade, but with slightly lower win rates. See, it's 87 versus 82.
Right.
But you got to keep in mind, that's a daily P&L. Okay, so then with slightly lower win rates, almost no margin for error, resulting in a higher intensity trade that rewarded close attention. This also is, he's collecting the width of the $10 white call spread.
So you've got to be bringing that call pretty far down.
Yeah.
One DTE was the weakest fit. Overnight exposure undermined the structure without offering the efficiency. Because when you go 1 day out, you get further than the 0 day, but you've got that overnight risk, and you don't get nearly as far as if you're going all the way to 7 days out.
I also want to say, too, with his study, when you're collecting over, right? So when you are collecting over, you're bringing it in, you're not making any money if the market continues to go up. So the wider out you are, so if it blows through, you haven't lost anything, but you haven't made anything. And that factors in. Do you know what I'm saying? With the Jade Lizard, if you're collecting at least $10 on this, and every day, that means it's pretty narrow, and every day it's above it, that means you're not making anything.
But no, and my question is he putting in, is this just leaving them till expiration, or is this closing them at a percent? Choosing your expiration, 5 days.
Oh, it says 20% target, 50%. No, it's 50%. You can see 50% on all of them. Hold on.
Oh, 25% profit target for the 7 day.
50% for the 1 day and 50% for the 0.
Okay, so these results are 50% on the 1 day and 0 day, or 25% on the 7 day.
But hold on. This is a lot clearer for me to read. The 1 day, I think this is the winners of all of them, was 25% of the expected move. 0.25 of the expected move, which means that you are really tight.
The 1 day.
In the 1 day.
Yeah.
That means he's bringing it all the way in. Now,
and the 0 days at the money. That's the only way to collect over 5.
Well, and it's over 10. It's over 10.
Oh,
and you're usually collecting about 12, which is why that P&L is so big.
Right. Okay. All right. Good thing we read the fine print.
There is the fine print. Jacob's really testing us on this one.
Okay. Once expiration is chosen, strikes. We spent that whole time just talking about days till how many days out we're going to go.
Yeah.
Once expiration is chosen, strike selection determines how much premium you collect, how likely you are to win, and how much capital you're putting at risk.
Okay. The put width drives max loss and buying power requirement, letting you determine how big you want to play it.
Because we must collect at least enough to cover the call spread, call width sets the ceiling on how far out of the money you can reach.
That is true. So with his, he's doing a true Jade Lizard, and we love it because he's making sure he collects it. Within any combination of widths and 0 DTEs, as far as going out of the money as possible, almost always gave the best results. Pick the widths that fit your risk preferences and see where you can place it.
So here, typical max out of the money. Do you know see how he has that approximate symbol?
It's approximate, yeah.
What do you think of when you see that?
Approximate? That's what it means.
Okay, every time I see that, you know what it brings me back to?
I'm sending it back. I'm sending it back, right?
Takes me back to the, I don't know where we're doing that.
At every sporting event.
That's all I think of when I see
the way it was like this. Okay, so taking a look at this.
Yeah, there's no sporting event. There's no like Bulls game, Bears game that everyone in the crowd is doing this.
The Kentucky Wildcat. Okay, so taking a look at this, $10 wide put, $5 wide calls. That's at 1.5 the expected move. So that's going really far. That's the
Okay.
most far out you can get. You've got a 91% win. This is all 7 days. 91% win rate, but you're only getting $49. I kind of like expected move. My clear winner is stick with the brown bar.
Stick with the brown bar.
Stick with the brown bar.
Go to the expected move. Go to the
Yeah.
expected. Okay, so this is all 7 day, and we've already decided we prefer the 0 day. So I'm just going to move on.
Keep going.
Okay.
Did you go to the next one? No.
I did.
I
didn't.
didn't.
Okay. With expiration and strikes chosen, the final question is how to handle the trade. How to handle the trade. So this is management?
This is management. Yeah, you can see the profit targets. Okay. So we've got, now it's like a head-to-head 7 DTE versus 0 DTE. Okay.
Okay.
At expected move or 1 at the money. Okay. Profit targets, consistently improved results. The question is how quickly you want your capital back. I want it back.
I want the 0 day.
Yeah.
I will happily take $162 in 0 days rather than $119 in 7 days.
These are 2 separate trades. I can't believe there's a head-to-head comparison, but it's kind of like, remember, what were they called? What were they called where they would like head-to-head? It was your son
Rock'em
loved the show.
Sock'em?
No, your son loved the show. They would be like, which Cheerios do you like? Or which cereal do you like the best? No, like this one versus this one.
Oh, Rhett and Link.
Rhett and Link.
Rhett and
Rhett and
Link. I can't remember. Good morning. Good morning.
Good mythical morning.
Good mythical morning.
Okay,
That was
so-
good. If no one ever saw it, go back and watch it.
So here's what I want to show with this. So let's look at the top. Look at this top bar where it says 7 DTE, 30-day put spread,
$30.
$30 put spread, $10 wide call spread at the expected move. Okay, that's at the expected move for 7 days.
Yes.
The next one is the 0 DTE, $10, $30 at the money. That's the iron fly where you're collecting over.
So you're just, it's kind of crazy because where it says
They're
75,
almost different trades.
50% profit target, 75 profit target, that $160 or $141 is nowhere near 50. You're getting $10, so 50% would be $5. So it's nowhere near what you're
target.
actually the target.
Because you're getting the overage.
Because when you're doing the at the monies, you can only, today I did a Jade Lizard at the expected move, put in my profit target for 50%. Today. Yesterday I did the Jade Lizard at the monies and I put in a profit target of 20%. You have to lower your bar on the profit target when on the
No, keep in mind, the way Jacob sets these up, you're always, all of these, you're collecting at least $10 on. Every single one on the board, we've got $10 on.
Yeah, and honestly, the 50%. So
50%
you have to
in the 0 is the clear winner.
50% in the 0. If anyone asks us, but again, that's only if you're doing that money, $10.
In 5 hours, I can have $162.
I did
This
that
is on
trade.
average. We did it once, but we got burned.
We did. And today I just did my little baby, like $5, $20.
Yeah, I've been doing them every day and then letting them ride.
Rolling the dice,
But
letting
you
them
know,
ride.
once you get to that point, when you let them ride and they go winner, 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 you only need 4 winners to make up for 3 to make up for 1 loss.
Right. So here, if you've got a $30 ride and you're collecting $10, you've got $20 in risk. So but again, you're never going to have a full winner on that at the money. I'm going to go to the platform and just, it's too late today. It's kind of too late in the day to really show because this bar, the expected move for the day is really shrinking. So we're down to only $14. If you look right here, IVX, $14 expected move for the rest of the day. That's too tight. But what Liz and I are talking.
Well, and I want to show you. If you keep going, I don't know if you went to this slide. It'll show you the expected. He gives you a setup.
Okay, I was just going to show the viewers what we're talking about. When Jacob is putting on these spreads and he's saying $10 wide call spread at the expected move and $30 wide put spread, it's so tight. You're not giving yourself any room, which is fine. The results are really good. But what we're doing is we're going to the end of the brown bar, the expected move, and then putting on a trade there. And choose your risk, how much risk you want to take. But you've been doing this $20 wide, $5 wide.
I do 2010. I collect.
2010.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah. That's exactly where I'm at.
2010. So $10 rate call spread, $20 rate put spread. And that's in the morning at the brown bar, at the expected move.
So I've got risk to the upside.
Yeah, you do have risk to the upside.
I've taken some off for a $100 win because it's gone through it.
Because your put spread is $20 and the call spread.
When I see it through it, I'm like, oh, I'll close this one today.
Maybe you should give Jacob a phone call to ask him to study that.
Well, it's so hard. The parameters are so difficult because if I wasn't collecting at least 580 or whatever my parameters are, if I did a $20 wide, $10 wide, and I'm collecting $2, I'm not putting it on.
I know.
We haven't been there yet.
Now today I had to bring my call spread in a little bit, and I only got $4. I did $5 wide, $20 wide, and only got $4, bringing that call spread down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show people what we were talking about, but I don't mind this, the $30 wide, $10 wide at the money.
No, I actually really like it. Okay, we've got 3 more slides.
All right, highlight sample trade, 7 DTE entry. Highlight sample trade.
He's just giving us the entry about how he's got the 0 DTE, $20 wide, $5 wide, which is exactly what you did.
What we just pulled up.
But it's a quarter of the expected move. So it's not just what you pulled up. So you're bringing it into a lot nearer term, and that's why you're getting so much.
That's on the 7-day.
Correct. So
And-
if in this example, he's got the $20 wide, $5 wide, and he's collecting $7.40. That's why you're getting so much more. And maybe that's the way
in
we
the
go.
7-day.
Maybe we need to keep the overage on that call spread huge.
If you're going out further in time.
If you're going out further in time.
And then his next example, highlight sample, he's going to March 7th, looking at $20 wide put spread, $5 wide call spread at a quarter of the expected move. This is a 0 day.
Yes.
And so your quarter of the expected move, when we say go out to the end of the brown bar, that's the expected move. Quarter of the expected move, it's very tight, almost at the money.
Just moving an inch away from it.
And here he's getting $7, $7.40.
Yes.
So he's collecting quite a bit over.
The overages, I think that's what I love about this is Jacob took it and he's doing a true Jade Lizard. We invented the Jade Lizard, so you need to know the rules in order to shirk them.
Yeah, we break the rules, but again, you got to know the rules in order to break them. Let's end this with Jacob's takeaways. Short-term Jade Lizards, technically iron condors skewed to eliminate upside risk, have been a consistent winner in short-term SPX, helped in no small part by the bull market of our study period.
True.
They definitely, I think, have outperformed Strangles.
I think so too. And then the duration, 7 DTE trades offered steady, capital efficient results with a minimal day-to-day attention. 0 DTEs produced higher profits, but demanded active intraday management at closer to the at-the-money strikes.
Okay, all right, because it also determines the target because it also determines the target credit call with controls, both the max profit and how far out of the money the position can be placed while still collecting enough credit. While a long-dated Jade Lizard would use a naked short put, for short-term options, a wide put spread will determine the buying power.
Correct. Okay. And then short strikes within any combination of widths and 0 and DTEs, going as far out of the money as the credit allows will give you the highest win rate and has been consistently successful approach. Agreed.
Profit targets improved results across every configuration tested. Stop losses in isolation reliably hurt them. Stop losses.
That's why he didn't
we
talk
don't like
about
them.
them.
Yeah, we don't like them. Taking some profits is the main rule. The exact target is here we go. He says it right here. Taking profits is the main rule. The exact target is a matter of personal preference
and capital efficiency.
There, yeah, you heard it here. You heard it here first.
Whether a quick 0 DTE scalp or a multi-day 7 DTE position, there's a Jade Lizard setup that suits almost any short-term premium seller. And that is true.